The following program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Could cold medicine be used as a murder defense? Check out this story.
911 with that emergency.
I had a dream, and then I turn on the lights, and she's dead on the floor.
A chilling 911 call. A man finds his wife stabbed to death in their bedroom.
The Tucson Drive.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I think I killed my...
The caller says he killed his wife, but he says he doesn't remember any of it. Why? Because he claims he took too much of a common household drug, over-the-counter cold medicine.
I have blood all over me, and there's a bloody knife on the bed.
Do you think she is beyond any help?
I don't know. I'm too scared to get too close to her.
Matthew Phelps was arrested and charged with murder in the horrific stabbing.
She's not moving. Oh my God, it's so bad. There's so much blood.
If convicted, Phelps could face the death penalty.
Oh my God. She's not moving at all. Why?
You think of these things as being benign because they're over the counter, but even over the counter cough and cold medicines can contain ingredients that, look, I'm going to let you get into the legal part, but
cold medication
technically
defense?
they could try to use this, though, couldn't they?
There is a question about whether this cold medication or taking too much of it could have made him unconscious. Is that?
It might alter your consciousness. I mean, in my years, I haven't seen anybody to this degree, go. I mean, some of the sleeping pills cause, you to have a certain amnesia. So is it plausible? Yes. I personally, I'm very skeptical about that.
Well, I think detectives obviously were, the prosecuting attorney obviously weren't buying this so-called cold medicine defense. We should expect, though, his defense attorneys to try to argue that he was unconscious and he couldn't appreciate the actions that he was engaged in when he killed his wife.
They're charging with first-degree murder, meaning thinking that he knew exactly that he had the mental capacity, that he knew exactly what he was doing.
And we admitted that he took more because he was having problems sleeping, but there is no defense that you voluntarily got drunk or you voluntarily took too much medication, whether it's prescription medication or not. That is not going to be a defense.
Dextromethorphan, which is one of the ingredients in this, I'm actually surprised that you can still get it over the counter in many ways, because one of the common cough suppressants that we use are opiates, and this is an opiate-like substance that technically does have some of these dissociative qualities to it. Chlorpheniramine, which can also be a sedative, if taken in too great of a quantity, it can be like you're high.
Just for people at home, like the dextromethorphan, a cold and cough medication like that, you usually take like 10 milligrams to 29 milligrams every 4 hours for the cold or cough. Well, when people want to become intoxicated, then they may take 250 milligrams or even 1,500 milligrams. So it's not as though you say, oh, I meant to take 30, but I took 50, and then I had this altered mental state. You're taking a lot more.
Well, what's interesting in this case, he admitted that he took more because he was having problems sleeping, but there is no defense that you voluntarily got drunk or you voluntarily took too much medication, whether it's prescription medication or not. That is not going to be a defense.
But even so, people who use illicit drugs don't go around stabbing their loved ones and saying, oh, just had a bad trip tonight. And
then calling the police. He called the police, and the question is, was that his alibi?
Yes.
Was he attempting to lay the foundation by calling, saying, I woke up, I don't know what I did, there's blood everywhere? This case has a lot of issues that are concerning. But at the end of the day, a young woman is dead, and we have an admission from her husband, and that's going to have a lot of weight in the courtroom.
But listen, remember, what is it, the Twinkie defense? That I ate too much sugar, when they killed Harvey Milk and the mayor of San Francisco. It sounds weird. He was found innocent by a jury.
Those offenses are really rare.
Of course.
They're very rare. And not to say that this or some team of lawyers won't try to get this young man off. But if I had to bet, I would say he's probably going to spend a lot of time in jail for the murder.
And obviously, look, if this did play a role, these things can be dangerous. There's a report or study done that 1 in 30 teens use these cough medicines to get high. It's just something to be aware of.